You have a new C8 Corvette or a recently purchased C7 and you like to keep it in great condition. And like me, you park it in the garage. With a little tape, measuring tape, and a pencil, I'll show you in 15 minutes how to dock your Vette in a garage for a perfect park every time. I don't know about you, but my biggest fear about pulling the Vette in a garage is scraping the sides on the garage door opening. It's no secret, Corvettes are wide. In fact, the C8 is 76.1 inches wide, and that's without the mirrors. You add the mirrors on top of that, you got to put an extra 10 inches, so you're about 86 inches. A standard garage door opening is about 8 feet, which is 96 inches, so you really only have about 5 inches to spare on either side. And even if you align the mirrors right coming in the garage, you may not be at the right angle. Now, this solution only works with the LT2 or LT3 package with your Corvette with the forward-facing cameras. The idea is to lay a center line of tape down your garage floor and then have it end where you want your Corvette to stop. Then, you use your forward-facing cameras to guide your Vette in on that center line, much the way an airliner pulls into an airport gate. I would walk around your Vette, make sure you have enough room before you commit to putting the tape down. Make sure you have enough room in front of the Vette. Now, there's a tendency to want to have as much room as possible in front, but just keep in mind that in the back of your Vette, you want to have enough room that you can keep your garage door shut and yet get in and out of the trunk, take things out, or maybe even detail your car in the wintertime. The Corvette actually has 2 front cameras. So much like your 2 eyes that paint one picture, the Corvette tries to do the same thing. The only problem is because the cameras are so far to the side, it gets the nose a little off. So if you want your Vette to stop here, I put your stopping mark about 4 inches forward. Trust me, when you look at it on the screen inside the car, it'll be perfect. Next, you want to establish the center of your garage door opening. Now, since I have an 8-foot garage, I'm going to measure 4 feet off the edge and make a pencil mark. For the rest of the measurements, you're going to have to measure off a fixed object in your garage, like a garage wall. So I'm going to measure off my garage wall to the mark I made in the center of my garage opening. And for me, that is 71.5 inches. So now that I've established that, I'm going to measure 71.5 inches off my garage wall, making marks all the way down the center of my garage floor until I reach the mark where I want to stop. And don't forget the mark we made before for the front of the Vette. Remember, it's about 4 inches from your nose. Just make sure you've got that mark there. That's where we'll start our tape. It's now time to establish the center line down our garage floor using tape. Now, you may be tempted to use gray duct tape because a lot of us have it at home, but I would not recommend it. In fact, the first time I did this project, I used gray duct tape, and for some reason, the cameras in the Vette have a hard time seeing the gray color, especially at night. So I would use black tape. Now, you can use black duct tape, but the problem with duct tape, if you have an expensive finish to your garage floor, it will leave a residue. So if you care about those things, you may want to use gaffer's tape. Now, gaffer's tape is tape used by lighting people in movies because it doesn't leave a residue. However, it's about 10 times more expensive. So your choice of what tape you want to use, but definitely use black tape. Just remember the line you established where you want your Corvette to stop and start putting tape down at that line, making sure that the gaffer's tape or duct tape is in the center of the marks you made. All right? And then from there, it's just simply going down the line, making sure that you keep it straight, looking at your marks that you made. So to finish the project, you want to cut a 5-inch piece of tape and put it perpendicular to the end of your line, like this. This will give you a stop mark and it'll be pretty visible. As you're pulling in, you'll see it's easy to spot. Now that we're done, let's test it out.
You got what? Okay. 2 grays, I mean. That's better. Okay, it sounded good in here. Yeah, it sounded good in here. Okay, Houston, we're hard dock.
So, an inexpensive solution that'll protect your Vette for years to come. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit the like button.